Hello students, welcome to Moral Studies class. Today I am going to discuss about our beloved Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam part 3, that is your chapter number 15. Chapter number 15, and the name of the chapter is Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam part 3. So in the first chapter, in the first part that is on that is your chapter number 12, I had discussed about his birth, when he was born, about his mother and father, about his journey with his uncle Abu Talib. Okay, so I discussed in the first part, I discussed all about his father, mother, his journey with his uncle Abu Talib, and who nursed him. Okay, Halima nursed him. In the second part, that is your chapter number 13, I discussed when he became at the age of 25, how he was popular in city of Makkah. Why he was popular? Because of his purity, because of his pure soul, because of his honesty, because of his truthfulness, and he got married to a rich trade woman named Khadija Raziyallahu Ta'ala Anha, and they had their children. Okay, so they had their children. So now in this chapter, that is part 3, chapter number 15, Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, I am going to discuss about how he solved the quarrels. Okay, so how he solved the quarrels of Quraysh people because of rebuild of Kaaba. Okay, so let me start in detail. The Quraysh had decided to rebuild the Kaaba. The Quraysh, a tribe. Okay, so at that time Quraysh is said to be as a tribe. Okay, so at that time Quraysh decided to rebuild the Kaaba. Why they decided to rebuild the Kaaba? It had been damaged by flood. So the Kaaba was totally damaged by flood at that time. Okay, so that is the reason why Quraysh wanted to rebuild the Kaaba. The sudden flood had shaken its buildings and made cracks in its walls. So the sudden flood, okay, obviously flood causes destructions only. Okay, this is a natural disaster. Flood is a natural disaster, and that causes destruction to the people. So the sudden flood, okay, damaged the buildings of Kaaba and made cracks. Okay, so made cracks in the walls. Okay, cracks in the walls, that is broken. It had been broken with the flood. Small cracks came on the wall of Kaaba. The building was made of loose stones and it had no ceilings. At that time the Kaaba was made of very loose stones. Okay, so there was no ceilings. Okay, there was no proper ceilings, no strong ceiling at that time. So all the tribes of Makkah joined hands in raising the buildings. So all the tribes of Makkah, that is Quraysh people, all the tribes of Makkah, each and every person of Makkah raised their helping hands to rebuild the Kaaba, that is rebuild the building of Kaaba. Okay, so which was damaged by flood, and many cracks came on the ceilings and the walls. Okay, so the people decided to rebuild again. Each citizen helped in one or the other way. So each and every citizen of Makkah helped to rebuild the Kaaba in one or another way. Some helped in helping hands. They raised their helping hands to rebuild the Kaaba, each citizen of Makkah. So Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam also helped in the work. So obviously our beloved Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, as he was known for his honesty and kindness, so obviously he came forward to help in their work. Okay, to rebuild the Kaaba. But when the work reached as high as the place of the black stone, a serious problem arose. So at that time what happens? Obviously our beloved Prophet Muhammad was a very kind person. He also came forward to rebuild Kaaba along with the other citizens of Makkah. Okay, so at that time what happened? A serious problem took place. Okay, that is reached as high place. Who will place the black stone in the Kaaba? Okay, so that is the issue which came out. Okay, so every citizen want to place the black stone inside the Kaaba. Okay, so that was a very big problem came out. So obviously one stone is there and everybody cannot come and place that. Okay, So let us see how our beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam solved this problem. So people quarreled over who should place the black stone was fixed by him to show the Makkah pilgrims where to begin their walk around the holy Kaaba. So as I told you, the problem was to place the black stone inside the Kaaba. Okay, so who will place, who will start, okay, these pilgrims, who will begin with their work. Okay, they quarreled with each other. No, I want to place this stone inside it. Okay, so I want to become the first one to place this one. So I'll be beginning with this pilgrims. Okay, so with their walking around the holy Kaaba. So everyone wished to have the honor of fixing the black stone in it, and the quarrel arose. The Arab tribes were not far of killing one another. So because of this problem, that who want to place the stone, okay, who wants to fix the stone, okay. So because of that this, the quarrel arose. Okay, so because of this, they started fighting with each another, and it is not so far they went of killing each other. Okay, if our Prophet Muhammad, beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, had not solved the problems, obviously they would have killed person for this reason. They would have fighted a very huge fight, a very big war would have been taken place. Okay, if this quarrel was not solved by our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Okay, they came with the anger that I want to place. No, this tribe said I want to place. This people said no, I want to place. I want to become the first person to place the black stone. Okay, fix the black stone. Okay, that people said no, I want to become. So started the quarreling with each other, and they became angry to kill that extent they came up that they wanted to kill each other. Okay, so the trouble did not seem to be ending, but someone advised that they should leave the matter till the next morning and leave it for the one to decide who would enter the place first. The trouble did not seem to be ending. The trouble is going on bigger and bigger. Okay, it is not getting ended. Okay, so at that time someone advised them that you should leave the matter till tomorrow. Okay, so till tomorrow you leave this matter, don't quarrel with each other, don't fight with each other till next morning, and leave it for the one to decide who would enter the place first. Okay, so leave it for that person who will decide who enters the first. Okay, so that person will decide who should fix the black stone. Okay, it was no one else but our beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam who turned up first the next morning. So what happened? It was none other anyone than our beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was the only person who went first in the next morning. People respected Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam greatly. Yes, because of his honesty, because of his purity, because of his truthfulness, because of his wise. Okay, so people respect him. Okay, and they became very happy by seeing that our beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam will decide who should place the black stone. Okay, they called him Al-Amin. So they called him Al-Amin. So they called him Al-Amin. Al-Amin is a worthy. Al-Amin, the meaning of Al-Amin is worthy of trust. Okay, so the person who is worthy to trust. Okay, who is trustworthy, you can say, whom we can blindly trust. Closing our eyes itself, we can trust. Okay, so we can blindly trust to our beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He is the only person, okay, whom we can trust. Okay, so at that time, so it is said to be that he, because of that reason, because of trustworthy, he was said to be as Al-Amin. Okay, so they became very happy of this, that Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam will decide who will keep the black stone. When they saw him, they felt very pleased. They asked him to settle that dispute. So when they saw him that he is the first person to come in the morning. So he is the first person who entered in the morning, and he is going to decide who will place. They were very happy of seeing this. Not only that, they asked him to settle the problems. Okay, what are the problems? What are the arguments happened here because of the black stone? Okay, so they were they asked him to solve this problem. Muhammad, our beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, asked for a big piece of cloth and placed the black stone on it. So after hearing all the quarrels, he asked to bring a big piece of cloth, and in that cloth he placed the black stone. He then called one man from each tribe and asked each one of them to lift a corner of cloth and carry it to the place. So after keeping the black stone in a cloth, on a cloth, okay, in the middle of the cloth, he called one member from the tribe and he asked to carry the cloth, okay, to carry it to to carry the cloth to the place, okay. So the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam then himself fitted the stone into its place. Afterwards, our beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam himself fitted the stone in that place. Thus a great quarrel was settled without spilling blood. So a huge quarrel, a big quarrel was settled without any bloodshed, without any fighting, without any killing, okay. So people came with anger to kill one another because of this black stone, who want to fix this black stone. But at the end, our beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam settle this quarrel without any bloodshed, without any fight, without any angerness, okay. So here ends the discussion of this chapter. If you have any questions, any doubt regarding this chapter, take the phone and with the help of your parents dial my number, make a call. I'll help your doubts.